and welcome to the show. This is edition 5 of the Songbook Sessions. My name's Stuart Earl, and I'm a singer-songwriter living in Stroud in Gloucestershire. So the Songbook Sessions is a sort of magazine, really. We've got music, we've got guests, we've got interviews. No one on the show gets paid, so please go onto the various websites, downloads, etc., and buy an album if you can, and help them out. So I'm going to kick off proceedings, and this is a song from my forthcoming Cowboy State of Mind album, and this is Waiting for the Heartache. Some folks take the road, never ends. Some folks take it just to ride the bends. I just don't know when to stop, how to make amends. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. I'm looking for a love that never dies. When I met you, I could see it in your eyes. Now I just can't believe my luck. Will it all cave in? I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. Waiting for the heartache. I'm waiting for the heartache. Waiting for the heartache to begin. Some folks, they just like to shout, others like to sing. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. Waiting for the heartache, waiting for the heartache, waiting for the heartache to begin. Some folks, they just hate to lose, others like to win. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. Well, I can see that old sun is smiling, shining all around. He's coming round the corner when I'm on my way to town. He's only trying to catch me out while my guard is down. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. Waiting for the heartache, waiting for the heartache. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. Some folks, they just like it thick, others like it thin. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. Some folks, they just like to shout, others like to sing. I'm waiting for the heartache to begin. So that was Waiting for the Heartache. I hope you enjoyed it, and it will be out soon on Cowboy State of Mind. So let's talk guest. We have a young man from Wales playing with his own band he's very hard-working. He has an absolute passion for music, and the ability to play guitar like a man possessed. He's really quite incredible. And, well, let's meet him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James Oliver. God, you're looking good.
Got my best t-shirt on for this.
Has your man washed it?
Oh yes, just all my washing. It's a part of the job, isn't it?
Oh dear. So, how are you managing in the lockdown, James?
I'm alright. I play the guitar all day, every day. I find, I listen to music. I think, I'll learn that. I've been learning the Jim Campbell solo before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you do a hell of a lot of gigs, don't you?
Well, I used to.
Yeah. So it must be a real change for you.
Well, it's bizarre from doing. We've done 262 gigs last year, so it was like 4 or 5 a week.
Yeah.
And then it was quite nice for the first 2 weeks because I never had time off,
Yeah.
So it was like this
holiday.
novelty.
Yeah.
And now I say I'm bored, but I'm all right because I do a Patreon thing, like a lesson thing on Patreon. I'm doing a YouTube channel. I'm trying to learn 3 or 4 new things a day. I'm having some lessons off Eric Clerks from the Magic Band.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's just keeping myself busy, really.
We'll get to that in a minute. It's just
I thought
amazing.
we started then. I was in interview mode.
Oh dear. So where did all this love of music come from then, James? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing the guitar since I was 13, and I'm 27 now.
Bloody hell.
And I started, because in school they were offering lessons, and I thought, you can get out of 2 hour guitar lessons. I used to see people having guitar lessons. They put their hand up and they go, right, got a guitar lesson now in the middle of a lesson, like a maths lesson. So I thought, brilliant. But I didn't really learn much today because I didn't want to do the grade books. I wanted to play Peter Green songs, as you do. Well, Peter Green and Rory Gallagher.
Yeah.
They were my 2 first favourites,
Talking of which, I went to that Peter Green concert.
Did you really?
February, just before the lockdown, yeah.
What was it like?
It's great. Really good. Yeah. One of my highlights was Neil Finn doing Man of the World.
Oh yeah, okay.
Great.
And he's a good player, that Rick Ricto, isn't he?
Isn't he? Yeah, absolutely. He's done everything. His CV is incredible.
We done a gig with him in Ireland, like a festival.
Did you? Crikey.
Yeah, he's a nice bloke. Like,
Yeah.
Great side player.
Impressive. Yeah, he's really good. So what have you got there? You've got a very fancy telly there.
It's a Fender Custom Shop Danny Gatton.
Nice.
I think Danny Gatton's my favourite guitar player ever at the moment.
I love tellies.
I had this on the Forest of Dean, so it might be fake.
Made of Forest of Dean wood.
Maybe. And the pick guard is made of wild boar.
Yeah. Roadkill.
Yeah.
All right. So just talk about influences then, because you talked about Peter Green then, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, when I decided I was going to play, I had my father give me. He bought me from Dale's Music in Tenby when we were on holidays. Rory Gallagher live in Europe on CD because he had that when he was young.
So is your dad to blame for you learning guitar like a man possessed?
Well, sort of. I mean, the only compliment he ever gives me is, the only thing he ever says to me about my guitar playing is turn it down.
Ah, get on.
He does, turn it down. That's all he ever says. Well, no, I wasn't very serious till I was 16, and then I just got really into it then,
Yeah. Cool.
And then I was late doing gigs. I was 18 when I started doing gigs.
18.
And I was that's late because, you see these people, they're 15 in bands and that. I could never be in a band in school because I didn't want to play Green Day. I wouldn't play that stuff, so I couldn't be in the school bands.
Wow. You're so old school in your influences. How on earth did you get to doing Captain Beefheart lessons? Because you're just too young for that, man.
Well, what it was, in 2013, 2012, from 2009 to 2013, me and a friend of mine, Sam, we always used to go to the Globe in Cardiff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we'd see Walter Trout and Chicken Shack and Buddy Whittington and Coca Montoya, all sorts of different people. And you'd have the listings, you know. And the Magic Band were playing there, as they are now. Obviously, BFAT died in 2010.
Of course. Yeah.
So we decided we'd go and have a look at this Magic Band. Didn't know nothing about them, you know. I had a little look at some stuff on YouTube and thought, oh, this is a bit weird. But I went to see them, they like blew me away, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started getting into the Captain. I liked Zappa before.
Okay.
Because he's a little bit more accessible in places than BFAT, you know. But I seen this Magic Band and it blew me away, you know. And ever since 2013 then, you know, I've been really into them, like. Brilliant. And I got all the records, and I've seen the Magic Band a few times since. And then with the lesson thing, there's a Captain Beefheart Facebook page, and Eric Clerks, who plays guitar in the current Magic Band, he's amazing, you know. And he put an ad on there saying, you know, he teaches the stuff. And I thought, well, I'm in lockdown, but, you know, maybe it'd be a little challenge. So
yeah, certainly a challenge from what I've seen.
I sent him a Facebook, and I learned it, and we done one of them split screen videos.
Yeah, yeah.
And it done really well. Like 1,000 views and that on YouTube. It done well. And I was like, do you fancy doing another lesson, doing another split screen? So we done another one. That was 2. And now we're on to the 3rd one. It takes me about 3 or 4 weeks to learn the stuff, you know.
Not bad.
Because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
And then with blues, you know, you can get away with it, you know, being a little bit, what's the word?
Loose.
But with the BFAR stuff, if he plays something 4 times on the record, and say you play it 5 times just by mistake, he'll mess your song up. Because the drummer, the bass player, and the 2 guitar players are all in different time signatures, so to speak. If you play a phrase like this, and it's meant to do that, say 4 times, you do it 5, it throws your sequence out.
Right.
It's bizarre, it is. And it's just a challenge. And to be honest, with the last one we done, I was like this close to saying, that's it. I can't do this anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because what happens, I suppose, in, we'll say, normal music, you know, everybody it's like you follow the bass and drums, don't you? But with that, you don't. So there was a part in the song where the bass and the drums were on the beat, and I was playing off the beat, but the guitar was playing on the beat as well. And I kept on following the other guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
And I tried counting them, but I managed together in the end. I think I spent a week on like this 10-second bit, just rewinding it, playing it, and I drove out of the mad, you know. Well, we got gigs in Sweden. And I spoke to the promoter, and Sweden's back up and running, you know. Sweden are okay. Yeah. And they're limited to 50 people. Correct. But we're like 99. As long as we can leave the country, we're definitely doing them gigs. So that's something to look forward to, you know, in September. September.
September, right? Okay.
But pubs this year, God knows. I mean, I couldn't tell you. You know.
Don't know.
I mean, some people say then, some people say that. You know, who knows?
Mm.
And I don't know if a lot of the places we play will survive. You know.
I don't think they will. Some of them. It's bad news, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll have to think of a new career.
Teaching.
Oh no, I couldn't teach. I haven't got the patience.
So let's go to the Blues Award then. God blimey, how chuffed are you with that?
Well, it's the first award I've won since my swimming badges.
Well, which is more important, the swimming badges or the Blues Award?
Well, the swimming badges could save my life, but the Blues Award could get me gigs. So
Make
I don't know.
your life.
Make my life. Well, no, I mean, I tell you what. I don't know if you've seen the speech, but I was obviously shocked, and it wasn't a fake shock. You know, I was like,
right.
Because there's supposed to be an award ceremony with Paul Jones and Whispering Bob Harris in London. You know, and I was going to do my gig in the afternoon and go up there, and I was looking forward to this, but obviously with this lockdown, there wasn't.
Yeah.
So everybody that won knew.
Right.
So I knew for 2 months, right? And it was hard work not to say anything. But when I done the speech, I done like a virtual speech like this. I was genuinely shocked. You know, it was a genuine. Couldn't believe it. Like.
Just fantastic, and what a lift that's going to make for you.
Well, anyway, you're going to see my music video for Mean Little Mama.
Okay.
Which was that song was written by Rob Davis.
Okay.
Also known as Livestock Davis. Do you know?
Oh,
Rob?
yes. I don't know him, but I've heard of him, yeah.
Livestock Davis and the Lowdown Snakes.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the music video.
Brilliant. And where was that shot?
Well, it wasn't. Mark Ponting and his wife Aisha made me the music video.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So we've used live footage from the Ur Club. And then we've, well, wait till you see it, right? We've got pigs in it. We got dancing girls.
Sounds perfect. Excellent.
We got bacon. We got hamburgers. You name it, we got it in there.
Okay.
You're a mean little mama and you let me down. I turned my back and started fooling around. She's a mean little mama. She's a mean little mama. If I don't behave, she's gonna beat me with a hammer. She's a mean little mama. Mean little mama. Well, mean little mama said she treat me cool, but she messed me around, made me look like a fool. She's a mean little mama. Oh, she's a mean little mama, 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 mama. If I don't behave, she's gonna beat me with a hammer. She's a mean little mama. Mean little mama. Well, mean little mama was a problem child. She stole my heart and she went all wild. She's a mean little mama, 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 mama. She's a mean little mama, 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 mama. If I don't behave, she's gonna beat me with a hammer. She's a mean little mama. Mean little mama, 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 mama. Figure out what I done wrong. She's a mean little mama, 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 mama. She's a mean little mama, 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 mama. If I don't behave, she's gonna beat me with a hammer. She's a mean little mama. Mean little mama. Oh, mean little mama, 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 mama. She's a mean little mama, 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 mama. She's mean and cruel, make no mistake. My mean little mama is a low-down snake. If I don't behave, she's gonna beat me with a hammer. She's a mean little mama.
And for the connected cover, it's sort of a connected cover. It's the title track of the album, which is called American Cars.
Okay.
Which was written by Dawson Smith from Abbott Lady. You got a band called Dawson Smith and the Dissenters.
Right.
But a guy in West Wales called B.B. Scone he wrote the last verse.
Oh, okay.
And I changed some of the words in there as well. So it's sort of like a triple co-write sort of thing-ish.
Right. Sounds good.
And that's basically, it's like a rock and roll song. All rock and roll songs are about cars, women, and killing, right?
Yeah.
All the great songs are written about cars, women, killing, and farmyard animals, right? They just don't work no more. Baby, one piece at a time.
He really is some guitar player. And if you can catch him live eventually, then you must. I'm loving the Captain Beefheart stuff. Loads more to come from James. In the meantime, a good friend of mine from the Forest of Dean. He's one fabulous songwriter and has a voice. It reminds me of Neil Finn from Crowded House. And his name is Graham Mizen. And this is a song called That's Okay.
Can't take this any longer. My feelings getting stronger, I know. Starting to show. What can I do? I got a chip on my shoulder. Gets heavier as I get older. Hey, what can I say? It's nothing new. Well, I guess there's one born every minute, and I know you're gonna have your say. So if you're gonna tell me you've had enough, baby, well, that's okay. You say we'll never make it 'cause your world is too complicated. Well, I'm wondering why you took me this far. I got no money, I've got no friends, and you never took me seriously in the end. And it's true, because of you I carry the scars. But I know there's one born every minute, and I know you're gonna have your say. So if you're gonna tell me you've had enough, baby, well, That's okay. That's okay. I won't get in the way. So if you're gonna tell me you've had enough, that's okay. Is it fate? Is it my star sign? Or is it just that it isn't the right time? Hey, what do you say? Give me a clue. 'Cause I can't take this any longer. My feeling's getting stronger. I know it's starting to show. But what can I do? Well, I know there's one born every minute, and I guess you're gonna have your say. So if you're gonna tell me you've had enough, baby, well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. 'Cause I can't take this any longer. Can't take this any longer. I can't take this any longer. I can't take this any longer.
Thank you, Graham. Great job. Hope to see you soon. And you can find Graham on grahammizen.com, and I'll put a link on my Facebook page. Look him up. Now, question. We've had a bit of a debate on the Facebook page about gigs, venues, will we ever do them again, etc., etc. Please keep those comments coming. We've had some good points raised, and I think it's a good thing to start that discussion as soon as we can, because I know we all want to get back to playing and listening to live music. So, the final part of James's interview, and let's see what he's going to do for a classic cover.
For my classic cover, this is Joe D. Johnson's version of a rockabilly song called Rattlesnake Daddy. I picked this up off a Crazy Carvin album. I think it's a great old rockabilly song all about rattlesnakes, and I hope you enjoy. Well, I'm a rattlesnake daddy and around wherever I please. Well, I'm a rattlesnake daddy, I rattle wherever I please. Well, if you see me rattle, baby, well, you better get down on your knees. Well, I rattled last night and the night before. I'm gonna get up in the morning, gonna rattle.
tell you what, when we get back to gigging, it's going to be a very strange experience. I'll have forgotten what to do.
Well, I was thinking this. I haven't played the guitar standing up for 3 months.
Yeah.
Because I just sit in the spare bedroom by there, you know. I got all my guitars around me. I've got my Diet Coke. And I'm just in here all day playing, you know. And I don't think I can play standing up.
Yeah. It's very strange, isn't it? It's going to be so weird.
I'll have to sit down like B.B. King.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm going to go because I'm busting for a pee.
Well, do that, mate. And look...
I'm walking again.
Please don't take the iPad in with you. I don't want to see that.
Oh, sorry, I froze this again now. Let me go back in the room. I'm back.
We'll speak again. Thank you so much for doing this. Now you have frozen.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay. So what I was going to say, thank you very much for doing this.
No, I appreciate it. I really enjoyed it.
And we can talk guitars again and compare tellies.
Anytime. Speak to you soon.
Thanks, mate. You take care.
And you, Trevor. Bye.
James is a great talent, so be sure to catch him live when we get back to gigging. Okay, so another guest. I'd like to introduce you to a chap called Colin Holt. He's from the northeast of England, and I know Colin through a good friend now living in Australia. Excuse me a second. Hi, Andy. There, that didn't hurt. So here we have the Colin Holt Band, and on saxophone we have the incredibly named Snake Davis, and this is The One That Got Away.
His home at 21, grew wings, flew south for the winter, in search of a love he thought he owned, on the heels of the dreams of Clinton. Oh, he read the signs, he threw them all away. He cast out one more time, and hoped to find the one that got away. Crazy fool gets hooked on whatever comes its way. Oh, he read the signs, he threw them all away. He cast out one more time and hoped to find the one that got away. Lay down some time. Got me down some time. Lost all left behind. Where they gone? Where they grew wings, flew south for the winter, in search of a love he thought he owned, on the heels of a dream to future. The one that got away. gentlemen, Appreciate Pete.
Thank you, Colin. And you can find him on thecolinholtband.com. You can find James Oliver on www.jamesoliverband.co.uk. So, earlier on, we talked about Livestock Davis. And playing saxophone for Colin Holt was Snake Davis. So, what's with all the rock and roll names for Davises? What are we missing out on here? I'd like one myself. So if you have any suggestions for names for either myself or any other Davises that you know, then please put that on my Facebook page, because I'm dying to hear it. Okay, and finally, James, Oliver and I spent an inordinate amount of time talking about guitars, and unfortunately, as far as this program goes, we had to cut it out because it's not long enough. So I will put that on my Facebook page. So unless you have a guitar anorak, please don't watch it. But if you like guitars, then please do. I hope you enjoy it. Finally, would you please download albums, songs, etc. from the artists that have appeared tonight? Check them out, because they don't get paid for doing this. Neither do I. And then we'll all be happy. So finally, thank you for watching. Don't forget, I'd love to hear from you. Please get in touch, and stay well and stay safe. See you soon.
Off the floor. I'm in